Professor Duncan Wilson to come to the stage in order to give a doctorate to Colin Furze.
Honorary graduate today is the award-winning inventor, engineer and YouTube star Colin Furze. We're delighted to welcome him to Warwick. Colin's interest in engineering manifested itself at an early age. At primary school, he was building underground dams. As an adult, he moved on to a multitude of ambitious and entertaining projects which he films for his unique YouTube channels. Most recently, constructing an underground garage, Thunderbird style, underneath his garden. Colin's other inventions, originally created in his garden shed, demand a sound understanding of engineering, together with excellent practical skills and refusal to accept that something can't be done. This is the same approach that we follow in the School of Engineering, and this is what makes our graduates so desirable in industry. Many of Colin's projects are simply stunning. For example, he's built a mobility scooter that can reach 71 miles an hour, fitted a pram with an engine enabling it to travel over 53 miles an hour, both of which are Guinness World Records, and created the world's fastest bumper car by fitting a dodgem with a 600cc motorbike engine. He's taken the trebuchet, a medieval war machine that lobbed stones at an enemy fortifications, and made it capable of throwing an object the size and weight of a washing machine. And many other equally incredible inventions, such as a homemade hover bike, the world's longest motorcycle, which is also a Guinness World Record, and his famous conversion of a BMW into a drivable star, complete with a jacuzzi, fake grass, and a barbecue. As you might see, a favourite of mine is the Cake-O-Matic, a petrol-powered wheel of rotating spoons that flings pieces of cake into the user's mouth at ridiculous speeds. Colin documents his projects on his YouTube channels. He's a highly engaging presenter who clearly enjoys sharing his enthusiasm with his audience, and is happy to add it to the honesty and to explain how he's fixed it. It isn't surprising that his YouTube channel has 13.2 million subscribers and over 1.8 billion views. That's billion with a B. Colin's award-winning videos showing these remarkable record-breaking inventions and his appearances in print and on television have introduced a large proportion of the nation to both the challenges and the fun that engineering can bring. In an informative and highly entertaining way. In his book, intriguingly titled "This Book Isn't Safe," he's produced a collection of projects for both adults and children, also designed to stimulate an interest in engineering. Most of Colin's projects have no practical value whatsoever. They're pure, unadulterated, unapologetic fun. Colin uses them to entertain and to engage with his audience. And in doing so, he inspires them to believe that with a little knowledge, a little imagination, and the right attitude, they too can make things. This is fostered the self-confidence in many young people to believe that they can be engineers, and has inspired many to pursue the professional engineering path at a time where we really need to increase interest in the STEM subjects among young people. For these reasons, those of us in the School of Engineering see Colin's work as being extremely valuable. We look forward to introducing him to our School of Engineering, and especially to show him our engineering build space, a creative space equipped with all the necessary equipment, from hand tools to robotics, enabling users to bring their ideas to life. present to you for admission to the degree of Doctor of Science, Honoris Causa, Colin Furze.
By the authority of the Senate, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Science, Honoris Causa.
Oh, I get chills.
He has asked me to subscribe to his YouTube.
Thank you, Duncan. Thank you, everybody. I've got an honorary degree! What a nice I feel first I must apologise because I was told earlier that apparently there's a parent of someone who was a little bit annoyed because he thought Colin Furze was getting an honorary degree today, so I'm sorry I've let somebody down, but there we go, you'll just have to do the thing. This is crazy. I can't believe I'm standing here, I can't believe I'm getting this. I have no idea how this selection process is, whether you get nominated, whether you guys vote for me, or, as I suspect, one of these people just wants a sneaky bunker tunnel tour into what I've done. But of course they did that one. So I kind of felt like, when I got told about it, it's like, why have I got this in? You know, what's this come about? Because in terms of education, I've got nothing other than my thumb and MBQs, and at school, as you can imagine, I was a little bit of a difficult pupil. But of course, like Duncan said, it is what I've been doing on the internet, it's my YouTube channel and my engineering projects. Now, when I started my YouTube channel, it's nearly 20 years old now, which is crazy. I just saw it as a way of entertainment. It was just a bigger classroom for me to kind of entertain and play up to. And I put my projects out there. But as it kind of went on, people started to show as much interest in what I was doing and the thing I'd made and how I'd made it. It was like, how have you done that? How have you built this? How have you fitted that in there? So I kind of started to twist a little bit and kind of show what I was doing. And honestly, when you get feedback, you get people give you a lot of praise, it just makes you want to do bigger and better things. And this encouraged me to try and challenge myself and push myself a little bit more. So, as the years went on, I would make sure that each project, I would try and do something different. I'd try and use a tool in a different way, or use a different method, whether that was hydroforming with pressure washers, making jet engines out of lorry turbos. I try and make sure that each project had something unique in it, something new that I pushed myself, also people watching would look at and think, I'll have a crack at that. So, and it just grew from there. I've gone from literally ratchet strapping an outboard motor to my sister's old dining room chair. So like Duncan said, I've got a warren of tunnels underneath my house and what's hopefully going to become a secret garage in the front of the house, which I would love to be standing here and saying today is finished. Unfortunately, it's not, much to my annoyance and my neighbours, but it's clearly there, don't you worry, it's cracking on. So, of course, as well as me pushing myself, everybody watching was learning too, and I've been told this on multiple occasions. I've had people come up to me and say, Colin, I'm like 3 years into my dream job after graduating from university, and it's all from a subject which I've taken up because I used to watch my videos like when I was younger, you sit there watching with my parents. Amazing hidden stories. It would sometimes make me feel a little bit old because I've got like somebody who looks like a full adult telling me that they used to watch me like in bed with their parents or something when they were like 9 or 10. I'm like, this is crazy. But just such an amazing, moving story. And you guys can come up to me in the most weirdest places. I was getting on a plane at Easter and the guy boarded me, tapped on my shoulder and said, because of you I'm studying electrical engineering. Absolutely brilliant. Couldn't get an upgrade, but very nice. So I've always tried to make my videos so everybody can watch them, everyone can feel like they can get involved and copy stuff. I've always made them family friendly. Ever since I've known that parents watch them with their kids, there's never been any swearing, there's never been anything controversial. I'm always trying to make them so anybody seeing me can think we can do that. I've got a modest sized shed. I'll try and do everything that's as inclusive as possible so people can watch it, get inspired, and you can build your own cake around it. So, because who doesn't want cake shoved in a face at 50 miles an hour? So, I think my advice to anybody, because I get people come up to me and ask me, like, Colin, how can we do what you do? And I go, you just got to start. Like, there'll be a lot of people now that are going to go out and do some crazy things, and do some amazing things, but they've got to start somewhere, and it doesn't matter how small, whether it's getting a collection of materials, laying things out on a workbench, starting a spreadsheet, starting a WhatsApp group. If you just start something, you can build up from there, and then who knows what you're going to do. It's absolutely brilliant. Everything you've done, you've all achieved an amazing success. Now, I'm just going to leave on this one thing. I don't know whether I get any titles or anything, or names, letters after my name. As a Back to the Future fan, I do like the idea of being called the Doc.